So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Gone Home, June 7th, 1995, 1:15 a.m. Well, welcome back, guys. Mr. Mooson here. And, I actually played this game on my channel a while ago. But hey, guess what? I never finished the game. So, that's what we're going to be doing right now. I have, enable, I forget what it's called, but something about commentary, the game developers and stuff. Will leave an insight on the game. Let's listen to this.
Hi, I'm Steve Gaynor. I'm the co-founder of the Fulbright company. We made Gone Home. I was the writer and designer, and thank you for taking a look at our commentary mode. Whenever you find an icon like the one you just clicked on, you can find out a little bit more about the game. I want to thank everybody who's added commentary. Janman and Carla, my co-founders of the company, Kate Craig, our 3D artist, Chris Remo, our composer, Sarah Grayson, the voice of Sam Greenbrier, and Corin Tucker, the lead singer of Heavens to Betsy and Slater Kinney and other awesome bands. So thank you, everybody, and enjoy commentary mode.
So yeah, that's basically what it is. Open door. Oh yeah, it doesn't open. Guess what? Open up these doors over here. Cool.
So Christmas Duck. Christmas Duck is a fan favorite. He's kind of a mascot, I guess, and I think that's partly because it's a weird concept, a Christmas duck, and partly because it's like the first unique thing that you encounter in the game. It's kind of personified as like a little character, but the thing is, Christmas Duck was not planned. When we were starting the project, we didn't have a 3D modeler because Kate came on a couple months after we started, and we needed a bunch of 3D models, and so I was just going through the Unity asset store. So I was going through the list and saw this Christmas duck, and I was like, "What is that?" Okay, and I grabbed it, and we used it as like a test object just to set up the system where you can grab stuff and carry it around, and then I ended up saying, all right, we got this Christmas duck, I'll hide the key under it, and instead of replacing the free model with a totally different thing, just made a real version of it, and Carla modeled it, and Kate textured it, and we kept him in the game, and we're glad, because he's everybody's little friend. Good old Christmas duck.
Christmas Duck's a pretty solid person. House key added to backpack. What is this? Okay, we can just not do that. Something over here lit up. Grab cup. What's up? $6 for this foam duck? It's worth it. It's worth it, Christmas duck.
Hello, my name is Kate Craig, and I was creating a lot of the environment assets for the game. Not all of them, some of them I had help with, which I'll touch on a little later, but most of the stuff like the walls and the floors, some of the larger pieces of furniture were my doing, and I'm going to be talking about some of the environmental storytelling aspects in Gone Home. I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't mention the work that my wife Emily Carroll did on the project. She did the house title image that we've used for our wallpapers and for the start screen of the game. She did the loading cassette tape, and she did the maps in the house. And actually, Carla made a font out of her handwriting because we wanted something that was just a little bit spooky, maybe a little ominous, but something that sort of suited the tone of the game. I was really glad to be working with her, and I was really glad that the other guys were too. We had a really good time. People have responded quite positively to her title screen, which is something that I really appreciate. I know she does too.
Okay, we'll listen to this other one right here.
Oh man, mom handwriting. We went through a lot of different moms for handwriting. A lot of different moms contributed handwriting for our game. At first, let's see, how did we do? What were we doing first? I think I just did it, and it wasn't great. And then we had Emily do it, but her handwriting was used so heavily in other parts of the game that we had to find someone else. And I think we actually had Yaman try to do it for a while before he was Dad's handwriting. And then we got Yaman's mom, and she was ideal for it. Really good mom handwriting. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess I won't be doing much talking, huh? Because it's mostly Uncle Harvey, okay. It's gonna be mostly listening to these because they look like they're freaking everywhere. But I do want to listen to all of them. Because when I played this game when it first came out for console, this type of thing, like, it wasn't there, so I do actually want to listen to them. You guys could pause it and read that if you want. Nothing in there. Okay, that door is locked. Boyer. Okay, let's listen to this one while we walk around and look for stuff.
Yeah, the biggest purpose of the card was, yeah, to say, oh, Sam is 17, you know, if you look for this thing. But there's so much, we need so much handwriting in the game, especially for like one-off characters that you don't see their handwriting more than once. And we knew we needed a birthday card from some member of Sam's more extended family that you were never going to hear from again. And so I was like, okay, it could be her uncle. And as an Easter egg, kind of like wink and nod thing, like, we're fans of, you know, the Looking Glass legacy of games and Deus Ex and Dishonored, and so I got in contact with Harvey Smith, who was the lead designer of Deus Ex and the co-creative lead of Dishonored, and asked if he would just write on a piece of paper, "Happy Birthday, Sam," from Uncle Harvey, and he just took a picture with his cell phone and
Yeah, like 5 minutes after you asked him. It was amazing. He was just like, yes, I will do this immediately.
Yeah,
It was the best.
I think, yeah, he took a picture with his cell phone, and it was really cool. Harvey's a great guy, and I love his games, and we're, you know, super honored to have his signature in the hub of the Greenbrier House.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Okay, so there's one more in here, and then we'll move out of here, as they're talking about the Goodfellow Owl.
The Goodfellow High School jacket and the logo generally is a reference to the logo for Minerva's Den, the you know, the section of Rapture that DLC takes place in, that we worked on together. But we didn't want to make it look exactly like the owl logo from that game. We wanted it to be, you know, an homage or a reference or whatever.
Yeah, so we decided that since this is a Pacific Northwest school and town and setting, that we would go for some native style representation. And let's see.
Well, actually, we were struggling with it for a little
Yeah.
while because we wanted. At first, I was saying, just make it look like a very, you know, 90s looking school mascot logo.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. and I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House Girl. Great.
Okay, so we're gonna head back a little bit here and not be able to fucking sprint, and we're gonna listen to this one, and then this one, and then the two in there, and while we're listening to those slowly but surely, I thought I heard like a PSA sound or something. Sorry, I cut off that other one, but I'm not gonna go back and click on it because, yeah, I didn't know that that was gonna do anything.
Hi, I'm Chris Remo, the composer on Gone Home. In my commentary tracks, I'm going to be talking a little bit about what went into creating the original music soundtrack for the game. Gone Home is an unusual game, musically speaking, in that it consists of two distinct music soundtracks. The one of those probably more frequently commented on is the collection of licensed Riot Girl songs that the player finds in Sam's cassette tapes strewn around the house. The other one is the original music that accompanies the player's undirected exploration of the house and underscores almost every one of Sam's audio diary recordings. When Steve first asked me to do music for Gone Home, I was really excited about it, but there are almost no parameters for what that meant in terms of format or scope. Having played an early build of the game, I started by just doing a few musical sketches with no real regard for length or usage, mainly consisting of vintage electric piano sounds like Wurlitzers and Fender Rhodes. I chose those instruments because I wanted sounds that would feel at home in the era of the game. The Twin Peaks soundtrack used a lot of Rhodes, for example, but would also blend into the background and not share much tone in common with the abrasive Riot Girl guitars. Some of the instrumentation and ideas changed from those first sketches, but they also contained one of the main themes that ended up accompanying Sam's arc throughout the final game.
Okay, so we're gonna go back in the closet real fast, after looking at that porn magazine in there. We're just gonna walk back in here, and bam.
Hi, this is Corin Tucker from Heavens to Betsy. And Heavens to Betsy was a band that formed in 1991, actually. And I actually got the idea for joining a band when I moved to Olympia, Washington, and became a fan of the music scene there. And it seemed like everyone was in a band. So I decided I was going to start a band too. But I didn't actually start the band until I went home after the first year of college. I went back to Eugene, Oregon, and my high school friend Tracy Sawyer and I started playing music together, and that was the beginning of Heavens to Betsy. So I had told, with my big mouth, I had told all my friends that I was going to start a band. And the summer of, I think it was 1991, my friend Michelle Noel booked the International Pop Underground in Olympia, Washington.
At Todd's brother's
Awesome.
place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, nervous. After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
So after listening to that, that's kind of where you start realizing that she's a lesbian. So we learned from that the code is 045 and 1. So I'll stop a little bit on each one of these, and if you guys are really interested, go ahead, pause it, and you can read it. A lot of these are probably gonna start getting cut out because I'm gonna end up finding more stuff that it's gonna cut
So
over
here's one of
with,
Dad's
so.
pulpy JFK books. He's now moved on from primary sources to theories about how JFK was killed. However, this one purports to contain the truth. Yeah, the publishing company is a doofy inside joke because, you know, there's Harcourt Brace, the publisher that exists, and so I was trying to think of a good name for a publisher, and being a big nerd, I immediately thought of Harcourt Fenton Mudd and how he basically sounds like a publishing.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Damn, Street Fighter at 7-Eleven, that's pretty litty, fam. Okay, yeah, I don't think, it's gonna end up being much of a, okay, so this music is copyrighted, but, you know, you can have a little taste, a little sucky suck. Okay, throw that throw it on the ground. Okay, we're gonna keep walking this way. I think I'm gonna stop listening to those. Because, guess what? They're taking forever and there's so many of them. I'm sorry, I really wanted to listen to them all. I thought there'd be one every now and again. But, you know, there's one every flippin' 3 minutes. So, yeah. If I look at one and it seems interesting though, I will check it out. Just because, you know. Yep, copyright. Ah! Open folder, read assignment, boom, boom, and see. Okay. I want a can of cock. All I remember is that there's a bunch of hidden shit all over this flickin' house. Flickin'. Ah, yeah. What the fuck am I even saying now? Read note. There you go. Oh.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Ooh. 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 Okay, guys. I explored the whole house as much as I can, at least the first story. So, we're going to head upstairs. I'm sorry, Christmas Duck, but I can't take you anymore. Not after what you did to me. Where the fuck's the light switch in this bitch? There we go. Boom. What is this, exam form? Oh, look at this dank exam. Whoa. Oh, she doesn't talk much. I wish that she commented more. But she doesn't. What is this? Cassette tape? Bratmobile. Ooh. Boo boo. Or Sam. You're gonna like this one. Okay. You guys can. Oop, pause that. There you go.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Enter combination. Doesn't remember the combination to her own locker. How retarded is this woman? Grab board game, you know what? I want to play this board game. What is this? Oh, no. Slide. Slide. Oh, what do we got here? Super Spitfire. Damn, boy. What? Where did your Nintendo go? What is this one? Adventurous the Cat. Not a very great name, not gonna lie. Read codes. Chun-Li moves. Fireball. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Super spooky, dude. Look at what we got here. Journey of Crystal. Fuck Crystal. Oh? It just said stare. What does this one say? Scrutinize. Stare and scrutinize. Interesting. This chick seems emo. What is this? What? What's that? Grab book. Holy Bible. Oh. Where's the trash can? Ah, here we go. This is what we needed. Oop. Turn lamp on. Turn lamp off. Groove. AIDS in Africa. I never expected that one. That's for sure. Circle to crouch. Read slip. Very important slip underneath my bed there. What's this? Groove. Kurt Cobain. Oh, yeah. How does that shotgun shell taste, Kurt? Not very tasty. Ah, he shot himself. Wait, what is this? Steggy the Stego. Yay! Steggy. Steggy the Stego is definitely staying with me. Because it's the same name I gave my Stego in Ark. Yay! I'll pause a little bit on each page. There you go. That's enough time to pause it, I swear. Grab collar. Oh no, not mittens. Mittens. What happened to Mittens? Mittens. Oh, I missed. That's awkward. Boom. Turn the lamp on. Turn do. What's in? Oh, it's another room. This will probably give us dialogue afterwards. No, it didn't. That's surprising. Open sesame. Turn on the lights. Turn on the water. Yeah, don't give a fuck. Ooh, savage. Savage. I'm gonna turn off the water. Tampons. Where's tampons? Tampon. Oh. Oh. That's why she needed tampons. Red right hand. Semi-non-permanent hair color. Not tested on animals? Then what the fuck are you supposed to use this for? Stay in the bathtub. Oh.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. It's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy, or good, or whatever. But that's when she said, you're so beautiful. And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited.
Nut.
And the moment was gone.
Well, too bad you're a fucking bitch. Okay, guys, this video is gonna be ending pretty soon here. I would say that we actually got pretty far. We're on the second story, about to enter mom and dad's room. Not gonna give you guys any sneak peeks of what's going on in there. So yeah. Oh, sneak peek. That's it. That's it. You get the door. Oh, it's purple. Whoa. Whoa. And right around this corner is apparently Satan's room. Spooky. Okay. Oh, back on up. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. I would love to see you guys in episode 2 of Gone Home. So yeah, don't forget to share the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Everything helps me. See you guys in the next video.